My name's Sarah Xenophon, and my official title here at TMAG is Project Manager. My job description ranges pretty widely, but my main goal is to assess the farm, see what they need, what kind of resource concerns they have, and then to go find funding for those resources. Sometimes the farmers can afford that work themselves. Sometimes we have a nonprofit partner who we work with to fund that project. Sometimes we can apply with the farmer directly to different grant programs, so it really ranges widely in how we find funding for that project. The most exciting part of my job is probably seeing the final project, because I usually start at ground level with the farmer, walking the farm, seeing what issues are there, having a good discussion with the farmer about what they need and what their goals are. But over the course of maybe 3 years, it could take that long to do the whole project. You get to realize those goals, which I think is exciting. So by the end, the farmer had these resource concerns, needed manure storage, needed whatever, and then at the end, it's like, there it is. We built it, we paid for it, you're happy, I'm happy, the regulator's happy. It's a really good feeling at the end of the day. For my particular position, I think the soft skills of this world are really important. Some people take those for granted, being able to have conversations with people, being able to sell a product, connecting with folks, and building trust. One of the biggest skills that you can have in my position is being able to make relationships with people. You want to be as friendly as possible, you want to be as instructive and provide as much guidance as you can, and that takes a lot of trust. So that's a really important skill. So my degree is actually in environmental resource management. It's all about the science of watersheds, it's the science of soil, it's the science of stream health and ecology. And those things are all really great to know about and to understand, and especially being able to assess those resources in the field. But just because you know how to assess those resources and just because you know that a stream might be not so healthy or if soil's not very healthy, doesn't always mean you know how to fix those things. And so those things, those items, you really learn in the field. So you step out into the field, you know, like a baseline, fundamental kind of amount of information, and then you learn, kind of constantly learning, especially for the first probably 3 years of your professional career, you're learning, you're absorbing all that stuff. And I'm still learning, well after 3 years, you know, about what type of practices are used to fix environmental concerns, what practices are best for certain situations, because not every practice fits the same farm or the same operation. So you learn those things as you go. As an undergrad, I took many courses that all dealt with environmental science, and those were fantastic for getting that baseline information about stream health, soil health, those sorts of things. But for what I actually do now, I use a lot of those courses actively. I actually went back for a master's in project management where I learned a lot more about budgeting, scheduling, coordinating partners, all these things that maybe you don't think about if you're only thinking about environmental science or agronomy or plant science. And so because I have that nice foundational information from my undergrad, that has to deal with soil health and wetland studies and all these other things, it prepares me better to do this position, even though this position doesn't ask a lot of those courses. But yeah, I guess I would say project management courses were really helpful for me. So a typical day at my position varies greatly. One day I might be out in the field doing soil tests, which is great and it gets me away from the desk. But more often than not, I'm actually at the computer. A lot of communication between the funding agencies, between the partners, lots of emails going back and forth about what to do, how to do it, how much money do we have, reviewing budgets, putting together proposals. And sometimes I get to go out to the farm and really, you know, work with the farmer, talk with the farmer, make a plan. But more often than not, we have some other folks on staff who are making those plans, and I'm just getting those plans funded or getting them through the whole process so that way, you know, the timing is right, the engineers know how much time they have and the deadlines and all that sort of thing.